It's one of those nights where the cold can cut so deep it digs into the darkness and despair that fills the void created by this city. Not a rare event in this town, but something is different tonight. I can feel it in my bones. A feeling of dread, as though death itself is coming for me. I know tonight is going to be full of surprises. But first, it's on its way now. Wandering aimlessly through dark alleyways and empty streets, eventually finding its way to me.
Edvard, are you there?
She knows my name, where I live. Does she know I'm here? Do I answer, or stay silent?
Edvard, I brought you something. It is meant for you. You will know what to do with it.
Meant? For me? What does she mean by that? What she carries is my destiny.
Good evening, ma'am. May I help you?
This is for Edvard Zype. It is to go to him, and him alone.
Will be no problem, ma'am. I know which room this is. I will deliver it to the room. Have a good evening. Take care. It's chilling there tonight.
Yes, it is.
I've made a lot of enemies in my line of work. Also met a lot of freaks and psychos. I don't know whether to take this seriously or brush it off as another random event in a world full of chaos and confusion. I don't recognize her, but she seems so familiar. Do I know her? I am good with faces. I never forget anyone. So why don't I know her? More importantly, why does she know me?
Mr. Zype, a package arrived for you today. I was instructed to give it to you, and you alone.
Well, you did a hell of a job. You got it to me, and I am alone. Leave it by the door. I'll get it in a minute.
As you wish, sir. I am leaning the package against your door.
And leave me alone. Why don't you and the rest of the world take a flying leap into the hell you've created for yourselves? And feel the need to drag me into every time someone's life doesn't work out the way you want it to, and then turn to me to find what's missing, asking me to solve their problems, their mysteries. Well, guess what? I got problems of my own. Now this one has my name on it, literally. Something from my past coming back to haunt me. I always had a problem with curiosity. It's what makes me good at this job. Knowing just to know. I sure as hell don't care. Eddie, a gift for you. You'll know what to do. Love, M. So, if this is for me, then I don't understand what it is. Much less what to do with it. Well, here we go. A surprise or a one-way ticket to hell. Either way, this roller coaster was meant for me. No reason to get off now. This is the part I hate. Walking outside and being forced to be a part of this crumbling society. I watch silently as drives, desires, passions, and beliefs all rage war on the empty souls that make puppets of the plastic flesh that wander without purpose on crumbling concrete and rust-colored steel. Yet here I am again. Why? Because it's what I do, trying to bring some order to this chaotic world. You can smell the whiskey and cheap perfume with a hint of electrical burn from the neon light outside, flashing broken dreams alongside the brick and mortar that form the walls of a person of choice. Maybe Charlie will know what's going on here. He lives here, At least he's here every time I walk in this door of shame. I seem to get myself into these situations more than I care to remember. A lonely bar with people looking for something that just isn't there. That's all I know. But I play this game well.
What'll it be, pal?
What he's having. Another round for my friend here, too.
Thank you, Edvard. I didn't know you had any friends, but I can count myself among them.
Yeah, well, I count all my friends in one hand.
Bet you can, I bet you can. So why are you here? Troubles? Want to drown them?
Yeah, I'd like to drown him in an ocean of gasoline. As I stand there on the shore, strike a match, and watch the whole world burn.
As long as there is life, I will be waiting.
Thanks. Keep the change.
Yeah, enjoy.
I'm already halfway there, Sean. Got this new case I'm working on. This one hits a lot closer to home than I'd like. You know a woman? Her name starts with M. She's got this handwriting and wears this perfume.
So you know you're looking for a woman, do you? You sure you don't know her? Seems to know you. Love?
That's the confusing part for me, too. I saw her, but for the life of me, I don't know her. Yet there is something oddly familiar about her.
Why are you looking for her? She do something wrong?
I don't know. I don't know. But I know I got questions and she's got answers.
Don't know how this happened. You looking for this broad and all. I might be able to help you more than you know.
Don't worry about my feelings, Charlie. I got none of those left.
Not long ago I met a girl in here. Had this perfume on, I know that. Her name? Can't remember. Don't care to know. She was after me something awful. I'm human. Caved to temptation. Took her back to the no-tell motel up the street.
You wouldn't happen to remember that room number by any chance now, would you?
257, Motel Misery.
Something doesn't feel right. Charlie's the person I always go to when I want information on the scum that fill this city at night. Does this mystery lady know this? Am I being set up? Another routine I follow in most cases. Joe, I popped him when I was a cop. Good guy, a little naive at times. He thinks there's good in all of us. Feels sorry for the trash we clean off the streets. Says there's a reason for everything, and there is no evil. Just bad places and bad situations. That's where we disagree. I've seen bad people do bad things, and it wasn't because their mommy didn't love them. They did evil because they were evil.
Joe, got that information you're looking for. There's a whole lot of it here. I feel you're going to be wading through a lot of garbage coming up at the end.
Now, Joe, you know that's what I do best. Get that list of names I asked you for.
Yes, I got a list of all the females in the city.
It's a lot of information, but you always know how to get down to brass tacks.
Thanks, Joe. If I can find this Mr. Woman, I can figure out what this gift is and why it gets sent to me. It's got a bad feeling, Joe. Talk to Charlie. I always talk to Charlie. He's telling me he slept with this broad. All the dames in this city, she's got a thing for him.
Odd. Can you trust Charlie on this? It's almost like he's sending you for a ride. It almost feels like he's really toying with you.
I am aware, Joe. They gave me a room number. I don't know if I'll find anything, but I'm drawn to this case. Maybe because it's drawn to me, I don't know. But I do need to find this woman.
Anything you need, I'm always here. Would you like me to go to the motel with you?
Thanks, Joe. I got this alone.
Well, once you get your head clear of that dame, you know the force would love to have you back. I'd really be happy to have my own part of it.
Joe, you know that ain't gonna happen. Too much structure, bureaucracy, too much bullshit for me. I'm happy doing what I do.
Are you really happy, Eddie?
He knows the answer to that question. Why even ask? To rub it in? One thing that drove me crazy when I worked with Joe, he was always so goddamn happy. Cheerful and full of life. He blamed it on his wife. Said she makes everything just wonderful. Calls it love. Whatever you call it, it stinks like a pig shit masquerade wearing their happy masks to keep up the facade that life isn't gutting out any soul that some of us may have been so lucky to be born with. And now I get to look at every detail of a room that love happens in all the time. The kind of love that hurts. The kind of love that hates. And the kind of love that bleeds. I abandon all hope as I enter this place of sin and moral decay. There it is. Smell of rotting souls, shame, and evolution. Signs of running, hiding, and dancing in the dark. I can hear the secrets these walls hold. Never liked secrets. I got plenty of my own. Here's where virtue bleeds and vice breeds. Reminding me of who we were, who we are. I need to focus, go through this list, see what ties this room has to the information Joe got me. What? Joe, are you a part of this? My only friend in this lonely world, and you give me a photograph of the very woman I'm looking for. And blank sheets of paper. No information. I'm beginning to feel like this entire world's against me now. Paranoia's grip growing tighter. Come on, Eddie. You're better than this. What now?
Eddie.
Her. What is she doing here?
I know you're in there. Let me in.
How did she find me? Is she behind all this? Did Joe tell her I was here?
What are you doing here, doll? How'd you even know where I was?
Come on. Let me in.
Scarlett never found me when it was convenient. She liked me when I was weak, confused, and vulnerable.
You picked a strange time and place to come and talk to me.
You said I came here to talk.
Cut to the chase. What are you doing here?
I missed Freddie. You told me you'd come and find me. But you didn't, did you? Eddie.
I didn't come looking because I was afraid I'd find you. This whole thing feels like you're doing. You sent me on this rat race. I know you sent me that package. Why?
I don't know what you're talking about, Eddie. I was just came to see you.
You know her? You sent her to my place, didn't you?
Are you getting too tired of me, Eddie? Is this your new flame?
You sent it to me. Tell me who she is. And tell me why you sent me that goddamn box full of pain and confusion. It's a joke? It's funny to you?
I have never seen her before now, Eddie, and what box? And I haven't sent you anything.
You didn't send it to me. Well, somebody went out of the way to make sure it got in my hands.
What was in the box, Eddie? What's got you so worked up?
I know who delivered it. I'm not sure if it was her idea or if she was just a courier. Somehow it found its way to... It's my problem now.
Why won't you tell me what's in the box, Eddie? Where is it now?
If you, as you say, didn't send it to me, I don't see it as being any of your business.
Eddie, I need you to tell me where the box is.
Don't worry about it, doll. I got her someplace safe.
She's with me now.
Scarlett, you never loved me, did you? And now you force this upon me? How am I supposed to live with this? You gave me no choice. Why? Why was that package so important to you? You had to try and take it away from me. Weight of the world. Crushing me. I loved her.
She never loved you.
She didn't have to die.
Everything must die.
Why are you here?
I am everywhere.
Get out of my head.
I am waiting.
Life. Death. What lies between. Love. Hate. Pleasure and pain. Hope or despair. My life, I'm always on the run, either chasing ghosts or running from demons. I've been doing this routine for a long time. I've only learned one thing. No matter how far or how fast you run, some demons you just can't get away from. You can't hide, change who you are, drown them in alcohol. There's only one way to be rid of some baggage. A permanent solution.